First of all, let's go to the agent desktop. Go to authoring and content, and in particular, let's look at the FAQ content type. If we now look at FA4, we can see its content and the categories and products, the dates and also the views. Now go to the information and we can see that the create date and when it was last modified. Now let's go to the postman, get the FA4 record contents and edit it to create a new one. Now we have the content, let's copy the data into an editor. First of all, let's set the flag edit flag to true. Let's leave the category and the product information as it is. Let's leave the user group and the views information. But get rid of the record, the version and the document ID, as we'll be creating a new document. As we are creating the content in the FAQ channel, let's leave this. Let's remove the date and the priority information. Let's get rid of the owner information and when the record was last modified and the creator. Let's set the publish flag to false and take out the pending information. Leave the checked out there to get rid of the published version. Now let's edit the content. Let's keep it simple. Test create a new record. We must remove the resource path. We can now copy this back into Postman. Select the Create Record URL for adding content. Just make sure the headers contain the right authentication information. Now copy this into the body and send a request. The 201 status says that we have created the record successfully. Now let's look at it in Agent Desktop. As you can see, we have created the record, which is FA131. Looking at the content, we can see that it's got all the content. If we go to the right hand side, categories and products are there. If we go to the information, we can see the owner, the dates are showing and the correct time. If we click on the properties, we can also see the new document ID, FA131. Now let's go to the editor and create a record for import. Starting with the original record, don't forget to add the content tag first and make sure you add the end tag for it. Add the create date and the last modified date. Also update the content. Let's put test import record. Don't forget to remove the resource path. Add in the content modification qualifier at the end. Let's copy this back into Postman. Select the content import URL. Paste the content. We now seem to have an XML error. Let's correct this as it should be in JSON format. Now we've corrected the record, let's send the request. We get back a 201, which is good. Let's double check the record is created correctly. Let's go back into the Agent Desktop. As you can see, we have the test import record. Now let's look at the contents. As you can see, we have the categories, the products. Looking at the information, we can see the created date was the date specified in the editor. So now here is all the records. To summarize, I was going to create a record and then I was going to import a record. We've just shown this. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Thank you for your time.